Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while. And by a while, I mean like slightly less than a week because the last time I saw everyone was on Thursday. Hello, Peach. How are you doing? I really need to move that fucking profile link. It's in the way, isn't it? Help you. We'll cut off some of the messages, but whatever. Yes, I'm doing okay. I was at a lot to think about, really. A lot to think about. Because as I said, it's been a while. I keep having like stuff I wanted to talk about on stream, and then not having streams because again I didn't have time to talk about anything on Thursday because I was obviously the collab, very busy, very hectic. Everyone having too much fun with everyone, but that was a good time. And then I didn't stream all through the weekend because I fried myself in the sun. It was like I was originally like it was annoying because I was going to go out. I was at plan on like my family was coming down and we were going to go out and have night time because I was like, oh, it's nice weather. And I was like, I'd gotten out like all the sunscreen and hats and whatever. But in the morning, it was extremely cloudy and misty. And yeah, it was like literally you could not see like 30 feet away. It was that misty during the day. And so I kind of like thought, oh no, it's gonna be too no point putting on like sunscreen or a hat or whatever. It's gonna be like this. And then of course it didn't stay like that. And by the time we were having lunch at a nice restaurant outside, halfway through, of course, the sun came out and it was beautiful and sunny and amazing, and I was completely unprotected, and so I got myself like burnt and a little sun cooked in the brain. So that was unpleasant. As I didn't feel that wasn't too bad. Like I haven't not like majorly the sunburn was mostly just mildly annoying, as I was like, I can't. It made it annoying to sleep, and it was mostly just like my head felt a bit bleh for a couple of days. It's like if I wasn't doing karaoke, I probably would have streamed on Sunday, but because it was karaoke is fairly intensive, and I was feeling tired and bleh and everything, I decided against it. But it's okay. I'm still sunburn still slightly stings a little. The sunburn tends to linger as it does. But otherwise, I'm feeling okay. It's just warm. It's just warm. Also, my fridge broke. Well, apparently, my fridge had been broken for a while. It was just how apparent. Just realized that it was broken. It's just the case where the seal on the fridge door was kind of like not sealing good enough, so it wasn't staying as cold as it should be, and so things were going off slightly faster, or very fast depending on what it is, like milk and whatever. But it's okay, I'm getting a new fridge. It's coming Friday, and this one will actually have a freezer compartment, so I'll actually have ice. And then my greatest enemy will be defeated. That is the fact that I can only make hot tea. I'll be able to have iced tea with my streams, and that'll be lovely. I know, like, a hot drink is supposed to be better for your throat, but it's hot. It's too hot, but like mentally also, as well as just physically, I feel like I need to have the tea with me to drink during a stream. Otherwise, the stream doesn't feel right. I am, but speaking of tangent, somewhat related to being hot, I've got this is a pretty big nugget. Hello, Saber. As you may notice, there is a Ko-Fi. I've set up a little Ko-Fi goal because everyone was being like, oh, is it just like on my mind? As everyone was like, oh, Twitch is taking too much of my fucking money, which they do. They do take too much of my goddamn money. And I realized something like having just a long-term goal of visible of like that people can like put money towards if they want something a bit more tangible, even if it doesn't get them like emotes or whatever, Twitch rewards, what else. Costs, of course. I swear this. There we go. Sorry. It's yeah. Because if you go through Ko-Fi, you get all the fucking money goes to me, or in this case, it all goes towards me eventually getting an original model. Which is, I like this model, but partially, like, not even just wanting it to have the desire to have my own like original model. I've been doing like design drafts in my spare time. That's been fun, but I do feel like I've kind of, in a way, outgrown this model, if that makes sense. Like, it's a great model, but the kind of like vibe I'm going for is like it's too, like, well, you could say too cute, too like young-ish, I guess. Like, it was great for when I was, because when I was starting out, I wanted to be like, I was still purely male identifying. I wanted to be pretty, and it's like I most importantly wanted to be a rabbit. I still want to be a rabbit. I will not stop being a rabbit. That's the thing. But there was a very recent model that came out on Booth that I was just like browsing through, and like I'd have to do some work to it to make it like match the aesthetic. But I might because it's actually nice and it's pretty cheap, so it's like it wouldn't be that much of an investment to even just to try it out. So like I'll probably just have a faff around with it. These are kind of annoying, of course. I've got all the like an artwork based on this model, but I'm hoping that I can like match it enough just by the color schemes and additions to make it still like look cohesive. Like I'm not like I'm going to a different model, but obviously made by a different artist, but it would be things. But still keep this model around. Sure, because it's just, yeah, there's just a model I found that's just like, except for the fact that it doesn't have rabbit ears, which can be quite easily fixed. Even like the artist who made this model, Ori, made like these ears as a like separate asset that you can just put on any model via VTS. So those will still be around, but of course the glasses were always a separate asset anyway. But yeah, that's a kind of like a thing I've just been thinking of. There's other things. I'll probably just try it out. I'll probably just like grab it and faff around with it tomorrow, and then maybe you'll see see something different on Thursday. Maybe it would remove a certain toggle that I know is fairly popular, but alas, can't have everything. Especially when you're working on this kind of budget. And I'd still want to like eventually get. I've got a very distinct idea for my original model, like not like completely wild, because I know there's a lot of people with models that are like really out there, and those are great. I love them, but I'm basic as all shit. So. So yeah, but yeah, I was like, because the £600 I've put as the goal isn't like the whole budget I want to do for the model. Obviously, you may have to do that in your mind only, Peach. It's unsurprising. But yeah, like, so when I get to the new original model, I'll probably try and have that toggle on that model as well, and see how expensive it is, and if it'll actually look good on the design idea. Because I'm like, I'm designing the idea with the boobs in mind, because I like boobs. I like having boobs. But I'll see. It probably will work fine. But that's a long way off, because I don't expect someone to go like, oh, here's fucking £600 to buy the model you want. I was like, that £600 isn't just isn't the whole budget I'm planning on spending. Like, I've got a decent chunk of my own money that like I'd cover the rest of the costs, especially because like the actual cost of a full model is pretty nebulous anyway, because it depends on The artist depends on the artist I'm looking at currently has raised their prices or isn't available and I have to look around for someone else. All kinds of different things can have changed the price, but it's like that if I get that £600, that means I can like comfortably work within a good range and get what I want. But then that's not a long-term goal, like the fucking fancy microphone up on throne. Hey, my dear, yeah, someone gave me a nice tan. It is summer after all, but it'll wear off soon enough. I don't keep tans for very long. But yeah, just talking, because I was like, main thing I was talking about is just like what, good, yeah, it looks like it might rain. It was like sunny today, but it looks like it might rain. Thank you for the photo. Looks like it might rain soon. It's gotten quite cloudy, like this evening. So maybe it'll rain overnight. But yeah. So yeah, I'll see. I'll be doing a lot of fiddling around. But yeah. So yeah, maybe you'll see a new model on And I was like, that's the problem with things, is switching to a new model, especially when I've got all this art, especially art I've commissioned, but also just the fan art as well. But as I said, the hope is I can kind of like keep the same kind of like, if I can, because the thing is I can't check the, whilst I can see the model, I don't know what the fuck the art meshes are until I actually get the model into VTS, so we'll have to see what I can do with it to make it look as close as possible. But other things. I kind of like had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. I've just got a lot of things on my mind. I'm not entirely sure how much I want to like talk about in the open, because it's like some of the series and stuff like I'm worried about. Like worried about like what kind of like because I feel like I'm very. Part of me feels like I want to kind of like chase those like slightly larger, not like the massive streamers and VTubers, but the slightly larger ones, the ones that get like 30 or 50 viewers average, which is still a lot higher, and try and like clamber my way into into being friends with them, which I kind of like feel it is. But then another part is like, no, I should focus on the friends around my level that I've made and have been very supportive, like Medea and Danny and Kaden. And it's just like, I've got a weird worm in my brain that keeps talking about it, and I don't know how to resolve it. But like, I don't know. Talking about it in the open is because it might make you sound like a bit of an arse, but I think like a lot of people have that kind of like, especially if you just spend any amount of time looking at any of your analytics pages. I think the numbers worm your way in like an insidious serpent and make you go fucking, I must make the numbers higher. Like actually like going in to like chase the numbers in those kind of ways. So yeah, I don't know, that was just a random thought I like that's been sitting on my mind for a while that I just kind of needed to blurt out. So sorry if that makes me feel like an asshole, but it's just like what's been on my brain. It's like I still love and appreciate all my friends, even if I'm terrible at actually watching streams of them, because I only like watch like 3 or 4 people. Yeah, I want to make, the thing is it doesn't really, it's like, it's kind of like a thing is like, oh, if I do this thing, if I say like, if I raid this person with like 100 or like over 100 current viewers, then that'll definitely mean, and I raid them and give them a shout out, and then I'll get my name in front of them and I'll get me a bunch of followers. But it doesn't really work like that. Like, partially because I think that most of the people like I know that have like those many followers are also kind of like in the same kind of circles. So if they say raid Hanamimi and then raid Min Castella, there's a lot of the same people viewing between them because they're very good friends, and that's not gonna, so that doesn't even work. But you think it'll work. You think, if I raid this person with who has loads of numbers, and also there's a kind of like the worry about the anxiety worry about being like, if I'm raiding with like 5 viewers and I raid into this person with 200 viewers, I'm just looking like I'm clout chasing. And that's not even wrong. That's not even wrong. It's like, it's hard to avoid thinking in those kinds of ways, and I think it's really awkward, but you just have to kind of like live with it. Because yeah, it's just, if these things work your way into your brain, it's just how brains work, I guess. But anyway, now I'll kind of like cycle into my views. I was very happy for everyone who came to see me and everyone else on the birthday. That was a lot of fun. So I definitely want to try some more Left 4 Dead 2 collabs in the future, though. I'll probably wait until I'll be getting PC upgrades relatively soon, in like a month or so. So So yeah, like I'll probably wait until then just so I can actually run it on not completely our settings, but like I think the settings will still need to be knocked down just because again fucking old source nonsense. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I was glad everyone got along. Other than that, really, yeah, it's just like I've got a lot of just stuff I need to sort out, and it's just fucking hard. I've got so much to do, and there's like I can only get so much done a day because I'll do like a bit of house cleaning and then be like, dead, fallen over. But I'm enjoying things. I've kind of like put 3 things each day that I have to do to kind of like 3 like, I guess they're all kind of like exercises in some way. So I've got like, I need to stretch out my back because turns out if you spend most of your life sitting in a chair, it fucks up your back a lot, especially if you have really bad posture while sitting. So I need to unfuck my back before it's too late. And then it's just like making sure I get good regular practice in on drawing and singing so that I can do literally everything, because that's apparently just what I enjoy doing. I like my doodles, I like my things. I mean, it's everyone. It's not like I don't think that's a precision target of people having back problems from sitting at their computer all day. I think it's a fairly common problem in this day and age, in this year, amongst people of many age groups. They're all lots and lots and lots of people, very sedimentary, sitting with it is an epidemic of sorts. Of just people just not moving around as much. And we gotta work on it. You gotta be remembered, oh yeah, I should really do this because otherwise it's just going to get worse. And then you'll regret it. But yeah, so I just gotta fucking do shit. And I'm working on it. It was like my healthy eating has been somewhat stymied by the fact, again, I don't have a fucking working fridge, so I can't keep like fruit and vegetables in my fridge without them going off really quickly. So I mean, I know you don't have to keep everything in the fridge, but I like buying in advance, and like especially like vegetables and stuff like greenery, like the kind of vegetables I like to eat are usually stuff to put in the fridge, like broccoli and carrots and all that stuff. Stuff that if it's not properly chilled the moment you start using it does not last very long. So yeah, just gotta fucking... That'll all be sorted Friday, and again I'll have access to fucking ice! No idea how crazy it is not having a freezer compartment for... Like, you can manage, but it's like, it's just so inconvenient. Is there anything else I wanted to say? So I talked about Greenlands, things. Actually, so okay. I was worried I'd end up just constantly talking and chatting and be ages, but I guess I'm just not that kind of person. I'm just gonna like ramble off my thoughts very quickly, and just don't really need much. I just need to like say things. Ramen noodles aren't out. I mean, it depends entirely on what you have with them. Like, you can actually make some pretty healthy like instant noodle stuff, but then you have to add the vegetables and like egg or whatever. But it is good. Like I do recommend some good like small beans or broccoli or whatever with your instant noodles, just to like bulk it up and give it something a bit more. But no, most ramen. I mean, I guess there's like healthier. Yes, add vegetables. I'm gonna say something massively controversial in the VTuber sphere. So listen closely, listen closely, listen closely. Vegetables are actually pretty good. That like you can make them really tasty, and like not even in a way that's like covering up the vegetables, though, can really add some nice textures and stuff. It's just how you cook and prepare them. But maybe this is less of a controversial statement coming from an actual rabbit. Like, I fucking love me some lettuce. I like fresh lettuce. I don't particularly like lettuce. Do you like? Do you cook lettuce even? Like, but like, just nice lettuce with some sauce or dressing, whatever. Because again, it's just what you have with it. What you have with it. And unsurprisingly, I do like raw carrots. Yeah, I guess people do grill lettuce. People cook whatever. Here, I usually prefer a lot of because I like raw carrot. I like raw like fresh lettuce and that kind of thing. I like crispy things. But also I like broccoli and beans and peas. Well, no, sugar snap peas specifically, not like which are basically beans. I mean, like beans, peas in a pod, that kind of thing. Not so much peas on their own. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. But yeah, no, just find the fucking fruits and vegetables you like and eat those. You don't have to be. You can make your life so much better. Ooh, that does sound nice. I'm not like super plus on asparagus. Asparagus is just kind of like I'd rather, like, it won't ruin something for me, but I'd rather not have asparagus on things. I don't know, I think it's just how, again, maybe it depends how it's prepared, but the last time I had asparagus, I just found it was like, I could do without this, thanks. But I didn't hate it. But yeah, no, I want to cook more tasty things, but I can't keep the stuff needed until I get my new fridge. Oh yeah, I mean, that's just a lot of vegetables. Like, no one really enjoys I kind of enjoy broccoli on its own, but usually it's better when you have like some. That's just everything. You don't really want to have anything plain or on its own, unless it's just like something you like having as a snack on. As a part of a main meal, you never want to have just something as is. That is just really. Unless it's something that has, like, a massively strong, like, at least for me, unless something has a massively strong flavor on its own. If I'm having something as a main meal, I don't want to have have something as it's got to have, like, it's got to have, like, some sauce or some salt or some pepper at the very least. I don't know. Seasoning. Seasoning good. Season things. Some good fucking sauce in your life. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, there's lots of kind of like those kinds of smaller, or I don't know if they're small, but if artichokes are particularly small, but there's different things like artichokes and Brussels sprouts I'm not a big fan of. Or cabbage, really. Which again, bit of a, that's an very non-rabbity thing. Not liking cabbage, but no, I'm just not a fan of cabbage. Lettuce, yes. Cabbage, no. So I'm gonna start boot up Shadowverse for now, I think. So that I can distract myself because I think I'm running out of topics, but I don't want the conversation to dry out too much. So we return to Shadowverse. It's been a while because honestly I wasn't enjoying the game much, but this new set looks fun. It's Heroes of Rivenbrand. No, that's money spending. I've got all the free stuff. Like one of the free things they Yes, welcome back to Shadowverse. I have been. There's a lot of. There's one thing good thing is they're doing a bunch of giveaways for the 7th anniversary along with this set, which means that usually they only give you like a choice of 4 pre-built decks, like temporary pre-built decks, and 1 ticket for them. But now they have offered 1 for each class. And it's the 1 for each class is the one I'm saying because it's 7, but there's 8 classes, aren't there? I don't think that's. I think there's 1 for each class. I'm going mad. Rune, Dragon, Shadow, Blood, Haven, Bolt. Yeah, there's not anything missing, right? I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Take the profile. Yeah. Yeah, those are everyone. Yeah. But yeah, so now they've got a deck for each class and a 3 temporary card deck tickets. So it's a good time to get into it, I think. Obviously, it was slightly better to start before because they were giving out like 10 packs a day or whatever. That was really good. I don't know if that's still going on, actually. But yes, I've only played a couple of games. I played a couple of games today. I've been playing Artifact Portalcraft, which is a very confusing deck, but it's very silly and I like it a lot. Because they kind of like brought it back a lot with all these It's interesting how some of these new cards are artifacts and some aren't, which is a bit weird. Whatever. But yeah, they kind of like brought Artifact back in a big way by having one Luluzi here, which Rissa. I mean, if you really want to, because they introduced a card that teaches this card, Cyclical Fate, which gets you a very Deus Ex Machina, which is a very important card, and kind of like I think I'll just go straight into a game on ladder to show you what I mean. And so we can look at the deck all here. So kind of like the deck is built around artifacts and they've kind of like brought back the idea of putting artifacts into your deck, which was like a thing mostly in launch Portalcraft, of like putting these artifact cards that were high value into your deck, but now they've kind of like brought it back by having it so not only do they put more of these artifact cards in your deck, but they reduce their cost so that drawing them is a better reward than it was. And then you just have the effect from Deus Ex Machina, which is one that you recover a play point whenever you play an artifact, which means those 1 play point artifacts are essentially free. And if Resonance is active for you, which is when your deck has an even number of cards in them, then you discard your hand and draw 6. So you're constantly cycling through your deck, drawing loads and loads of cards, and then using all your cards as much as you can. And then hopefully drawing that again every turn. And you're constantly putting more artifacts into your deck, so you don't have to worry about decking yourself. Because they've decided not to print that, they haven't printed that many, like, actual cards that pull artifacts out of your deck, because that was a thing usually before, where like you'd draw artifacts from your deck to, you'd have cards that's like, put a random artifact from your deck into your hand. But now they've just gone for, okay, we'll just make it super consistent to get Deus Ex active with Lucy, because she puts a 1-point spell from your deck into your hand, and so the only spell is Cyclical Fate, which gets you Deus Ex. And then you just go off on this value. I think that's like the core of the deck and the rest I can explain whilst playing. So it seems strong, but then it's like it is the first day of the expansion, so there's a lot of people trying out shit, so it's hard to tell what's actually going to stick around unless something like is absolutely breakaway OP. Okay, so I don't want to keep none of. Thing is, like, I really want is, well, you have to make sure you have Deus Ex as soon as you can evolve. So if there's no Cyclical Fate or Leluzi in hand, I just mulligan everything. Even if, say, Jet-Powered Pugilist would be a like a good turn 1 card, it's like it's not worth not having the consistency. We've got a pretty good starting hand here, so. We've got another good 1-drop, which is Sicily Blondes, which actually put one of these 2 cards in. You just want Spinari as the artifact for turn 1 play. They did not play a card. Sometimes people do not play cards on turn 1. So not playing could be Vengeance, could be, or just could be Wrath with a bad draw. Yeah, Wrath almost does play this, but sometimes they just don't draw it. But that's fine. We don't need both these lose. Actually, yeah, I'll put away this Dimension Crack. The only annoying thing is the Casino doesn't activate until end of turn, so I can't actually get the Resonance proc there. Like, I could have traded in the Spinarias, but I just felt inefficient. Yeah, I think they were just Wrath that just didn't draw a 1-drop. Or someone... Or they are just running Demonic Drummer as a useful card. They might still be playing Vengeance or Evolve. Yeah, the Vengeance Trial deck does run... Yeah, that's definitely Wrath, though, if they're playing Devilish Flautist. Right, so we want to play. We kind of have to play Leluzi here. Because we need to have Cyclical Fate in hand. Kasim putting in a lot of work, though, because they weren't able to remove him. Yeah, I do have 1 copy of the Alt Art Leluzi. The only problem is we are pitching a lot of... Ooh, that is a sad Gyarados. That's an desperate Gyarados there. Anyway, as much as I don't want to particularly... I'm trying to think if it's better to... So I Cyclical Fate now whilst I have guaranteed things, but I'm just trying to think if it's best to... the thing is... You know what, nothing... I don't think anything here is worth keeping over Deus. Like I could have realized there was I probably should have saved the Deus Ex until next turn. Like, I think discarding this hand might be a mistake, but oh well. This is fine. Yeah, whenever you're in resonance, you discard your hand and draw 6. And that's a leader effect for the rest of the game. Well, that is fine because we've got this additional assume here. So start with Ritfaria because we want that thing. And then I would like... Let's put Dimension Cracker away because it's not particularly useful until for a couple more turns. Alright, Alenia isn't a fucking artifact. Fuck that up, oh well. Again, that kind of confuses me because she's of the whole new... I am actually gonna evolve Kasim because it's just a really good value evo. But that was a mistake. I should have played the analyzing artifact first. Ah! My artifact count is screwed, but I have Vermedia, which is good. Yep, there's Howling Demon. The card that just says, oh, I guess, fuck you, I get to swing the board now. But it's fine, we've got absolutely shitloads of value in hand. So, here's a good card. So if I pitch here... So I kind of just want to play a... Because we can heal. This is one of the strengths of Okay, so I would like more... So I kind of need to play this because otherwise that's going to get discarded as well. No, I want more artifacts in my deck, so I'm going to... It's like when you're using it to put cards into your deck, it's almost always better to go for the 1-drop ones because again, you're recovering those play points easier. They're running Garadeth, so I think it's the tempo. Well, the artifact or the Bloodcraft deck. Because the artifact deck is very much a tempo deck. It's very much a you cannot outvalue me. I have. Yeah, artifact is super tempo. It is you are not outvaluing me. I have just shit tons of stuff. So I'm just kind of playing my hand now. So we don't actually, they don't actually make that much defensive board, but... They're running max speed Maron as just an aggro card, okay. But like, even, no matter how hard they hit me, I can quite happily recover to full. Like, this is what the artifact deck currently does. It just goes, fuck your shit, I'm just going to be at 20 HP for the rest of the game. Do you have an OTK? If no, fuck you! Okay, so we can pitch this Deus Ex that's in my hand. Ooh, Radiant, that's good. And we get to play all our cards. Oh, I forgot I didn't have... Oh, I forgot I wasn't in Resonance. Oh well. I don't think they're going to... Yeah. I don't think Wrathblood would run Odin. It has too many counter synergies within their own deck. Banishing their own board only pretty much only ever hurts them. Like, Venya is the OTK enabler, so that's like the main thing, but they've used 2 Venyas or ever. They've also, remember, they had to use one of their Gyaradoths in... They had to use a Gyaradoth early as removal. And, it's possible they're only running the one. I didn't actually check to see if they tutored anything from the, Vicious Command. No, they would have, though. They would have obtained, like, Vicious Blitzer and stuff, so they would have gotten that card. But depending on how many Gyaradoths they run, really. I don't think they are running that many. This is slightly awkward because I have no fucking cards in hand. Well, actually, no, because Spinari's artifact isn't going to have Rush because I don't have... So let's get the board out of here, just so I can draw a card with Robopop. And push a little bit more damage. So we kill that because that's an artifact. Doesn't really matter if I killed that other bat, but... That is very useless, but importantly, it puts me in Resonance. So I could still die here, but they've only got 2 cards in hand. Am I dead? Am I dead to, Trill into Gyaradoth? No, they don't have Gyaradoth in hand. I think they use their only Gyaradoth in the deck. Yeah, they're playing Trill, so they're not, just killing me. They're trying to save... What's my, different artifact count at? 10. That means I get to play Retrofaria as a, kill. This doesn't happen often. What? It is kind of wild that you can get to 10 different artifact names now. It's... in this deck. They just added so many fucking new artifact cards just in the deck. As well as just reintroducing a bunch of the old ones like the Spinarias and Spinaria and Lusail. So let's go again. I mean, yeah, like, getting to Master can take a while, but it does make things a bit more chill, I guess, especially at these early ranks early in the season. Everyone's just messing about. Another Bloodcraft deck. I think Bloodcraft's going to be pretty popular at the start, just because Wrath was a strong deck that didn't get any Yeah, this is a bit... I'll keep sisterly bonds, but I won't keep anything else. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it lost nothing and it was a strong deck already, so I think it's one of the... That's what happens. A lot of people will keep playing. It actually gained a couple of tools. Like, it gained that one pretty solid early draw card. That's like the 3 play point 2/2 that's fanfare and last words, ping your face, draw a card. Evolved Bloodcraft does look like it might come in handy. But we've got a pretty solid start here. Starting first is a bit iffy, but otherwise fine. We'll play the Mystic Lion because it protects our Spinarias. Yeah, this is almost certainly... It could be, I mean, Harmonic Wolf is probably in, like, every Bloodcraft deck, so it's possibly Wrath, but it could still be Vengeance. Again, that's... that makes me think they're prepping for, the Wrath OTK, yeah. Okay, I'm just thinking how I want to... No, Vanya's played in Vengeance. I played Vengeance. I played like in old Vengeance. I played Vania a lot. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, do I want to guarantee the tutor with and get the Robo? I think I do. I think I do want to Robopop value just to clear the board. I got Cyclical Fate anyway, so I don't have to play this Laluzi now. And then just get rid of that. Like, Vania is just a really useful overall tool. You have to remember, Vania gets her auto evo. She gets her free evo and extra and Gift of Bloodkin when you're in Vengeance as well. It's not just she's not just a Wrath card. She is also a Vengeance card. That's mildly annoying. Yeah, this is definitely Wrath. If they're playing... Oh, we just top decked a Keen Edge. Yeah, it's definitely Wrath now. But this Keen Edge top deck is pretty handy. So I kind of have to Cyclical Fate now, so that I have Deus Ex next turn. So probably not best to... So if I Zerk now, I won't be in Resonance next turn, so I'm actually not gonna do that. And also, like, it's Zerking a 3/3 because I can't Zerk any of the other targets because Zerk only artifacts. This does mean I'm missing out on Laluzi in the This is just annoying more than anything. But they're not really dealing with my board, so... Or pushing a particularly threatening board. That's fine. So, yeah, I kind of just want to set up losing the Laluzis. Is a pain, but okay. I'd really like to see Retraria, but this is pretty good. This is a pretty good so that we can Mystic Artifact for a shitload of cards. Okay, this person seems like we've got a Keen Edge for HP recovery. And like, the thing is, yeah, all these 1-cost artifacts are literally free. Because we've got the Deus Ex bonus up. Okay, so they're not saving the Devilish Diva, which is good. Because... Like, they're using it to heal up, which is annoying. They didn't hit me for some reason. Maybe they just forgot. But okay, so let's just start by drawing a shitload of cards. Oh, was a bit too fast there. Hey, Bunbot. It can be indeed, but it is also. Okay, I would really like. Thing is, I don't have enough different artifacts destroyed, so I need to. Oh, we're not in residence, so I don't actually lose these cards, which is good. So again, we put the. Just absolutely fill our deck with cards. I like to just note that we have 41. I have 41 cards in my deck now. So yeah, they're gonna Demon Song to clear my board, which again, kind of figured that would happen, but again, I just wanted to. I mean, Blood Girl and Necro Girl is incredibly vague, because I just wanted to get my, Ooh, Kasim, that's pretty good. So. Start with this, gain rush, bonk that. Have I had an ancient artifact die already? That is the question. I have not, so that gets us to 6. No, that's not how that worked. Oh dear. So Evermia mostly just gives us the very handy. Another one of those last words effect. More than anything. I'm kind of in an awkward position now, though. Because I just don't have a, way to reliably... I didn't draw cards that turn, because I fucked up. I needed to put a card into my deck from Kasim. Which would have put me in resonance. But it's okay, it's okay. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. So start with drawing. So I want to stay in, make sure I'm in resonance at the end of this turn. So that means not attacking with this analyzing artifact, because otherwise my life is over unless I can top deck another. We've still got our damage shield on, which is pretty good. Although against Wrath, it's not so useful because they have a lot of like things like that will ping 3 times. Yeah, thank you for the following, Storm the Hedge Wolf. Yeah, because that gets rid of. I think I'm just dead. I think they just OTK me now with double Gyarados. That is not double Gyarados. That is singular Gyarados, which is significantly less scary. Because anything that isn't instant death I can recover from. So I don't want to play Ritraria because that just results in me possibly fucking dying. So... Right, do I have... Anyway, what I need is... I just need to play cards. Play cards. It did have a collab with Street Fighter. You are correct. Okay, that's a... you. Because otherwise we're getting... Sorry, I'm having to... Okay. I've got a damage shield, I've got some wards. They've used one of their Gyarados, which means their OTK potential is pretty limited. That's again, so the damage shields are really not that useful, but it might still be the difference between life and death, really. Yeah, because that pings off my damage shield, which is very annoying. They have another Gyarados, I'm dead! But if they... What do you do now? That's not Gyarados. Phew, we're alive. Like, it hurts, but we're alive. Okay, we're on 2 HP. 2 HP in a dream, baby. Okay, so I just need to play real fucking fast. Kasim, you go. You're useless to me. Thing is, I can't actually play Zerk. I've got too much fucking... I would really like to be able to... Apparently I don't get to do that. Am I in resonance? I am not in resonance at all. This is really fucking bad. You've only got 2 cards, please don't fucking kill me somehow. Oh, I die to so many things here. It is silver. It's a... From Grand Blue Fantasy. Now I'm dead. Fuck! Oh! I just didn't get the healing. I didn't have enough keen edges to recover. But yes, everyone's favorite gay fucking sniper. Very importantly, I also have the Tuan song sleeves to go with it. I don't currently have any Forest Craft decks, so I can't show off song with silver sleeves, but yeah. But yeah, I think that there is definitely some variance with things. Also, just like it's hard to play against Wrath because Wrath is a refined. It's just everything's fucking Wrath because everyone just wants wins. No one wants to fucking experiment. Okay, good Swordcraft. Like I'll probably after this game, I think I'll try putting up a new deck. Okay, this is a pretty good start. We've got the Retroferia in hand, we've got Luzi in hand, and it's turn, and we've got Sicily Bonds, and I'll keep all of this. Especially again, Retroferia against Swordcraft is really good because it gives me the just a lot of general pressure to deal with their early boards. Like, that would arguably be scary if I didn't have any way to give literally everything in my deck rush. Ooh, Kasim. Kasim is better here because he kills both of them. So... That's an annoying little git, isn't he? Thing is, I have to play Luluzi here. Or do I? I could play them. No, I'll just play Luluzi, let them fucking trade off with the Swath ban. And oh, they're just going to be really fucking annoying. Okay, I'm going to Statical Fate, but I'm not going to play the Deus Ex this time. Partially because it doesn't actually get me, things, but also I just don't want to do it whilst there's this fucking annoying little bonus. I'm going to Sicily Bonds for both Spinarias. Just to tutor up some... I'm gonna Robo Puppet again just because I want to get my Artifact Destroyed count up real high. So that's pretty good. 3 out of 6. This means I can like Deus Ex and play a bunch of stuff alongside it. That is General Maximus. That is Monica. How much do I want to deny Monica is the question. What is their rally at? Rally 12. It's almost definitely the trial deck, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth like bullying them too much. I'm not going to discard my hand this turn, and I'm playing 2 artifacts, so Retrofaria does. Let's get rid of Bane, because he's annoying. And... don't care about... I'm gonna, as I said, playing a bit defensively, but not going to bonk down Monica, because... if I bonk her down, she's just going to auto-evolve next turn anyway, so... This is where things get a bit annoying. They need to... I guess they probably added Michael onto it. It's a fairly standard addition. If like they had it from before, it would make sense for them to put it in, because it's just free rally in Rally Sword. Okay, so they're amelioring to get a 0 cost follower. Ew. They have to... This is why Retrofier can be pretty strong, because they do have to, like, commit a lot of board to just dealing with a big fucking 7/7. Ow! That fucking hurts! Okay. You, because you cost the most. And you're not an artifact. I have to hit that because otherwise that will just kill me. Oh, that's really good. No, I don't want to Zerk because I want to discard Resonance, so I have to skip it out on that healing a bit, but it does mean I get to preserve my board a bit more, because otherwise I'd have to get rid of Vermedia or Keen Edge. We've got Sicily Bond, so we've got a good board clear. Galder would be annoying, but manageable. That's not Galder, that's just making a wide board for Monica to buff, which again I can deal with quite handily with the Artifact Sisters. Yeah, they're just making Metatron to ping off my shield. That's very annoying of you. How dare you? Yeah, they're just like, I shall make wide board. But actually no, because she only affects Swordcraft followers. Okay, so. Let's just... I would like to draw just cards and maybe a heal of some kind at some point. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. Okay, I don't actually need to... Might as well play the Cyclical Fate just to put the Biofab and Analyzing into my deck. So now I have a big wall of wards! And just... Yeah, they're just saying, yep, no, can't deal with that. And I had another Retrofaria in hand, so... I did have the just, fuck you, here's a big wall of things. Yeah, I think that's where Artifact Bottle really shines, is just having these incredible gas on turns, because they just don't run out of resources at all. They're constantly having so many cards and drawing so many cards. It is a deck that, unless you fuck up your Resonance stuff, which I think that's probably what killed me most in that last Bloodcraft game against the Bloodcraft, was forgetting about Resonance. Because like you kind of want to always be in resonance. Ooh, total screen daily bonus time. Yeah, it turns out I like the fucking call-out characters because they're from things I recognize, and thusly I buy them a lot. Ooh, free, we get our release bonuses. Well, it's like just a pack every day, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my fucking Bloodcraft, Luca, Riamu for Havencraft. It's everyone's favorite. Well, it's like all you need for the collab things. There's money and timing. I don't know how many things, but I'm not going to go to the shop because I don't want to advertise it too much. I need to go to the shop to buy. So what's the? We want to try and play. So it's running Fairy Forest. What am I actually missing from this is the question. I guess just Arya. I think I have one Castell. I don't think I've. So I get the Arya because she's new, and the Castells out of this. Which is probably more than most of the others, because a lot of them I've just get the two new cards. But yeah, I think let's build a Fairy Forest craft deck without looking at like meta stuff. Just taking I'm gonna take the pre-built and kind of upgrade it with cards I have and cards I can craft. Make it 4 rotation, please. I would not dare try and bring this in. So, what's the thing? So we want legendary forest craft because we want. Yeah, I need more Plumeris, so that was actually pretty good. We want to have. Do we want? Yeah, we definitely need 3 Arias. Okay, and then it's 4 cost legendaries. Have a full set of Valkyries, or maybe not. Yeah, I think 3 Arias is definitely important. It's just, yeah, getting that Fairy Evo and giving all your fairies Storm. Because Plumeria only gives you 1 Storm Fairy. So what can we get rid of? Forest Merchants, probably, yeah. What does Cannon do? Cannon, when this fire place a fairy into your hand and restore 1 defense. So we want that because those things. Forest Merchant, probably we can take out because that doesn't give us any kind of fairies and isn't fun to sell. Autumn Leaf Man, we might keep. Felper is pretty good. Ooh, Castell. Do we need Castell? We might need Castell. We do need Guidance of the Wise. We do need Fairy Fun Hags, and we do need Flying Mistletoe Squirrel. So what are others? Do we need... What does Queen Saver do? Randomly put one of the lowest cost photos in your deck into your hand. If you play 2 other cards, put one of the highest cost photos in your hand. So... We do need... Probably do need a 3rd Tamlem as well. So I think... There's a Salvia, the Panther and Tiger duo are another good little combo. It's hard to find what to cut from this deck. So I guess we take out the more situational stuff. Like, Autumn Leafman actually, I guess, isn't... But it's because this deck doesn't really care about sticking a board. It's too aggressive. And Precocious Felper is strong, but doesn't generate fairies. We don't have Aqua Fairy. I kind of want to have Aqua Fairy in the deck. What does Verdant Prayer do again? What is this? Lysenga's recover an Evo point. Evo point recovery is pretty good. Good. What do we get? I guess we just get rid of things. That's about... Maybe get rid of Queen's Favor? Like, what does Queen's Favor tutor? It tutors any of the... It draws a bunch of these 1-drops. And any of these 2-2-drops, which are pretty good for... You know, I think at 2 cost, it's probably something worth cutting. Alice is kind of this, but I think what I'll do is I'll run another cast. I think this is significantly more expensive. I'm just using the card that draws a neutral. That makes sense. But I think I'm gonna, rather than leading on the Evo, I think I'm gonna go for more bounce. And I think Castell is pretty good to have as a 2 of, because it gives us a little Evo point recovery. Yeah. And like Tamlin, we only really want to save for the finisher, so we don't actually need a full set of Tamlins, I think. So what do we need? That's a lot of vials, but I have a lot of vials, so... And again, a lot of these cards I'm creating are like pretty core Forestcraft cards, so... We gotta have the right... Right sleeves to go with. Probably should have opened that singular pack, but it's only 1 pack, eh? Let's go, let's see how this goes. So it's basically simple game plan, just play and bounce as much shit as possible. Holy Saber Havencraft, so they could... Havencraft's probably got a few options they could be playing. They could be doing Crystallize, or they could be doing Heal with either. So we don't want Tamlin, and we don't actually want Shining Valkyrie right now. We want to hope they don't have removal for this Castell, so we can play it on 1 and Panther it. Okay, so it's crystallized, so they're not going to do anything for their early turns anyway. So unless I get a better draw, a better 1, that is a better 1-drop. Against crystallize, I want to be more aggressive because they're healing. They're running Band Beauty. Interesting. They're like, I have the old crystallized deck, so. Think using the wind flower gets you is more aggressive because it gets you a buffed storm. I guess the Band Beauty is just the exam hall is just like a generally good Havencraft card, but they're definitely playing Crystallize. But interesting that they're running a non-crystallized amulet. I thought Crystallize would want to... The only amulet it would want to run would be Bejeweled Shrine, so that the tutor card always draws it. But wouldn't the exam hall model that? I guess it's like, Okay, I think I'm going... So I just want to get more... Do I want to Aria this turn, or bounce a cannon with this Salvia? I think I'm going to bounce cannon with Salvia Panther, just to be more aggressive and get another fairy. Like, either play gets me at fairy, I guess, but... This also just puts a wide fucking board. Like, until their Skullfang turn, they don't really have much to do. They just heal. So I guess they kind of run that as a heal tech more than anything. Okay, so I can do this. We have 4 souped up fairies. I'll do this trade to make space. And yeah, just pop one of these souped up fairies down. This is where the Forest Merchant probably would have been a good card to have, because again, it would punish them leaving this board up, but eh. They're gonna draw a load of cards and heal a decent chunk at least, because they're gonna heal at least, at the very least, they're going to heal 3 and draw 2, because they're going to Skull Feint both of these amulets. Like, that much obvious. Okay, so they're going to just board lock me, essentially, which is fine. I mean, I'll burn a card, but fine. Instead, want to be very aggressive with Evos this deck. I think that's the best Evo choice, just because it gives us the... The Divine Wolves as well. They're running a bunch of... Divine Wolves are crystallize? Yeah, Divine Wolves is a crystallize. Okay. They're just kind of like... trying to survive at this point? Which, I don't... Like, so they're on 9 because Divine Wolf heals them for 2. So they're on 7. Tamlim is not yet active. That's fine. But I don't really have any bounce in hand is the problem. How do I actually get through this is the thing. I think I just fucking play the souped up fairies so that they are incentivized to... So I think I have to use this area here just to increase my followers' bonked count. Because that means I can do that and play the... Hello, Mr. Fulcrum! Sun with this, it is painful, and then I can bonk that. And now Castell gets me a Verdant Prayer. Means I get my Evo point back. Tamlin is active, which is important. And I would very much like a card that actually does shit. Not having... Ooh, it's Jan time. Jan into Skullfane is spicy. Oh, that is... Ooh... That does very little. Oh, wait. Okay, that's a bit of a pain. How do I deal with this fucking nonsense? You sure? I would like a bounce for this Tamlin, please, so I could just blow up all of the fucking nonsense. Oh, this is real bad. Yeah, it's only damage from effects. So I have to use Tamlin to bonk that, which is annoying. And then I'll put that so that hopefully she's... Where the fuck is all my bounce? This would be so much easier if I had any bounce left, but I managed to stop a John board. Will I be able to survive another John board? I don't fucking know. That just fucking hurts. It doesn't kill me, but it hurts. Oh no, they had a skull. They had a zero-cost skull fame. That does kill me. That just didn't pan out as well as it would have been nice to. There were so many other cards that I just didn't draw that did not happen. I just need... Cards didn't happen. The cards I needed didn't happen. Ah! Let's try that again. Might need more bounce in the deck. Ooh, it's the fucking Lane Crest stage. No, please don't tell me it's the same fucking deck. I think I did kind of like screw myself over a bit early on. Okay. I'll just keep this whole hand. This puts a shitload of fairies and it's got no into my hand and it's got Nobilis. This has got 2 Nobilis now. This is probably Crystallize again, though Emerald Maiden could be in anything. Hey, Max! Thank you for the raid! So I'm just... How are you doing? I know the Stream Elements bot actually worked. What were you up to? Don't mind me, just fucking copying pasting your fucking annoyingly long shit. Oh yeah, it's combat. Yeah, okay, so I just want to get more fairies into my hand at this point. There's 1 fairy on the board is also fine. You finished Ace Combat 4, congratulations! You did the good planes thing. I do. For anyone from Max channel who doesn't know me, I am Kurosami. I'm a digital rabbit VTuber. And I'm playing Shadowverse. It's a game I've played a lot before, that I have not played in a while. Okay, so yeah, now I can just drop a fucking Nobilis on the board and be like, yeah, I have... It is indeed a card game like Magic the Gathering. It's more like Shadowverse, but not like Hearthstone, if any, because I just use that as a reference because a lot of people have played. We're gonna overdraw like shit if they fucking play things, but we have like 500 fairies in our hand. and Nobilis to make things. Yeah, like, so many people know Hearthstone because they know World of Warcraft and they know Blizzard and all that. And it's very similar. It runs on the same kind of, like, increasing mana per turn, the kind of limited board space options and all that kind of stuff. But it's got a lot more, it's also just designed to very different things. Like, when the people who designed Shadowverse were people who came mostly from Magic the Gathering. But, like, they wanted a game that was kind of like Hearthstone, but more like Magic the Gathering, and also they worked for Games, which is a max. Yeah, it is. I don't know how Hearthstone is these days, because no one's spoken of Hearthstone in ages, because, I guess, many reasons. Okay. Ooh, Shining... Oh, this is a spicy Shining Valkyrie, to be sure. So... So I lost a fairy. I should have played the fairy first, so I would have had... That would have been slightly better. But, oh well. Yeah, that Shining Valkyrie is so fucking huge. I have so many fairies in hand. Okay, thank you for the raid, Max. It's lovely to see you. And okay, so that was just a really good fucking start we had there. It's just like wideboard into a finisher. Well, let's try that again. So yeah, this deck could be, there's like, I'm definitely running a very crude version of it. Okay, don't want to keep Shining Valkyrie turn 1, Faller Handler, and I'm gonna keep Cannon, just as a... Ah, finally we've drawn Plumeria, one of the key cards of the deck that I just have not seen. Okay, so it's Dirt Rune. Okay, let's get Plumeria set up. So obviously she won't give us Storm until start giving our Fairy Storm until turn 5. Can I draw a bounce please deck? I would really like to draw a bounce card. That is not a bounce card, however it is a powerful card. So, again, I want to just be aggressive, so rather than holding this Aria, I'm just going to... Especially against Dirt Rune with this kind of deck. And especially with this hand, I want Shining Valkyrie to just... So next turn I just want to... I probably want to save the Fairy Fun Fact until the turn after, until the turn I play the Shining Valkyrie, just because it increases the Fairy count. That's mildly annoying, but not a problem. Interesting that they chose to... Why did they choose to find... Is it random? Oh, random enemy follower. It is random, okay. So Tamlim is not point. No point. So I just want to. I'm literally just putting. That's just going to be my turn. I'm not going to do anything else because next turn I want to Shining Valkyrie and Fairy Fun Fact to maximize things. Yep. So Levi here. Levi clears my board. That's fine. Because I am going to smack them for a lot of damage. That is slightly annoying, but as I said, I'm gonna play it a bit risky. So I'm just gonna go for the burst, I think. And I want to Evo first so that that fairy that comes in gets Storm. And so I'm just checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this makes it 8, which gives me another point of damage. So now I just need to get that 3 damage from somewhere. So whilst it is possibly not a great thing to leave their board up, I think like putting them on the back foot a bit, especially as a burn deck like Pascal, that's exactly what I didn't want. That's a heal. That's a big fucking heal. They have to deal with Shining Valkyrie. Because if they do not, they simply perish. And they're going to deal with Shining Valkyrie and hit me in the face. And then... Okay, they're not interested in getting more Verdict Rituals, so the board state isn't that bad, because that just doubles him. So now I just need to find a way to actually, not die. Oh, if I had the Evo count, that would be great. Okay, I can deal with this, though. So I'm doing this because I want the heal. And these are the Shining Valkyrie fairies. Ah, shit, I still can't do it. I have to burn this Tamlim on blowing up that Fat Levi instead of using him for storm damage. This sucks. Oh, I think this deck needs more like Evos of some kind so that I can get the Aria effect off. But it's like there's a lot of auto Evos in the deck. I'm just not drawing them. And I've got a shitload of fairies in hand. That's the Shining Valkyrie fairy. Oh, they're fusing a big Levi. Interesting. Okay, they're Junoing to set up for next turn. I see. When we say using a bunch of burn, that's like worked out pretty good because they're using a bunch of burn to like deal with stuff. This is the eternal problem of not having. Okay. I do. This mega sucks. Where's all my options? Okay, I might need to give some, like, card draw into this deck. Ew, that was unfortunate. There's my Shining Valkyrie one. But, this sucks. I have not drawn anything useful. Maybe I do need the, somebody to do some tweaking because I'm having some trouble actually finishing people off because I'm not reaching the win conditions that easy. I'm not getting to 7 evolved followers. And I'm not getting, She just has Storm, huh? But again, they're being really defensive when I don't think they have to be. They're really afraid of what I have for some reason. Which is fucking nothing. I can do this. And trade 2 Deep Wool Wolves. I probably threw that up. I probably should have just... But I was dead. If I don't do that, I'm dead. I didn't even have the play points to play a fairy to trade. It's like, I'm not doing well, but I think they could have killed me a long time ago. Like, why did they... I saw them fuse their fucking big Levi, and I don't know why they did that. Come on, please, anything of any use. I'm 1 Evo oh no, ah. Wait, no, but I don't have an Evo point to evolve Arya with. Fuck my life, I just have a handful of useless fairies. Whilst I slowly die to the world's worst Earthright player. Why don't you free Evo? I could have won this match if I had any form of fucking kill power. My suffering continues onwards. Fuck my life. I don't care. Kill me. If they can't kill me, despite the fact I left that 3-1 up on the board, that's a fucking insane. Why didn't you play him 3 turns ago? There, fucking kill me. You've had that damage in hand for ages. I just want to... Gets fucking tilting dealing with someone who's just like, right, I don't know. Who's... I guess they're just playing the, pre-built. Anyway, we want to shuffle up this deck a little bit. So, what is the deck missing, and what does the deck not need? So I think Castell might not actually be any use in this deck. I think I'll take out the Castells. So we still need a lot of the fairy generation, but what I feel like it needs is bounce and Evo. More than anything. Treasurefly is not good. Robbies is not a great bounce card. So bounce and or Evo, bounce and or Evo. Those are the things I feel like I need. We could have Michaels in the deck, but don't think that's really worth. Like Rain does actually work as a. I don't think we're playing enough cards because it's maybe 1 Rain. Maybe 1 Rain I think might be worth putting in. Thing is, That's the neutral tutor. It's like the main fucking bounce option would be fucking Thicket of Gnarled Hands, but there's a legendary card that doesn't need to be legendary. Now we're running into, like, obviously Fighter and Skeleton, Transmask Fighter, yeah, would be possibly an option. Maybe I just need another. Talon doesn't seem like a great idea. Alice obviously. Maybe I just put it into a pure Evo style. But then what other? I think it still needs to like make fairies so that Arya is actually useful. You know, but yeah, I think I need that fucking Evo recovery though. Ah, and the only Evo recovery is fucking Castell, unless I put in Yeah, Castell just seems like the logical choice. So maybe take out Cannon for a more fairy-oriented bounce, for another bounce spell. Then that's card draw going. I would like without having because the main thing that hurts a lot of the bounce is not having Woodland Pest Control anymore. That was like the main bounce, like a bounce spell that drew you cards, and that's what I feel like I need. I feel like I need bounce that draws cards, but they got rid of that. They got rid of the good card for that, and I don't think they replaced it with anything else. Yeah, Support Troop Elves just bounces without any benefit. Cleaver Cat does not help at all. So it might be that I do need the Queen's Favor just for the draw power. Because it's only getting these 3. It's like either making fairies or... Let's just look at if we go into the higher cost card, see what accelerate options are available to us, because now we're gonna... Oh, Carbuncle's Sacred Emerald is here, but the Carbuncle doesn't really work well with... Oberon is his own deck. I guess is not useful. Magna Bognist is fucking old. Border Eternal is useless. Elf Tracker does not have an accelerate. Maybe Flying Mistletoe Squirrel is something I need to cut down. Maybe Philly is worth putting in the deck? Fairy goes, they recover on play. When you play a card, it's the third card you play. Destroy all fairies, summon your fairy there. It's a neutral card, that's not what we need. Maybe Philly then, just... If I'm having a bunch of fairies in hand, then maybe Philly is worth like big thing. I'm gonna actually check a deck list real quick, just to like have an idea. Because I'm just really gonna stumped for a loss to how to make this work. So I'm gonna just steal from people who know better than me. In this case, is good old reliable Shadowverse wins, baby. Does anyone have a win streak with a Forestcraft deck that is Fairy Forest? So, what are you, 10 win streak deck? Okay, you're Fairy Forest, and you have all the fucking legendaries in the world. Okay. So, this one is running... no Guidance of the Wise. Yeah, let's start with... So let's see, let's start from the beginning. One's running 3 Aquafairies, 3 Giberas. Okay. 3 Fauna Handlers, 3 Castels, 2 Cannons, 3 Fairy Fun Facts, 2 Rains. Where are you, Rain? There you are. I don't have 2 Summer Rains. No Flying Misttail Squirrels, 3 Plumerias. None of the Panthers, just the Tigers. 3 Arias, 3 Tamlins, and 3 Alices. Interesting. Where's my... Where are you, Mr. Tamlin? So I guess here it is going for either... I have 3 Alices. How handy. Okay, so we just make a Castell. Okay, have a nice sleep, Peach, and thank you for dropping in. So, right, let's give this deck a whirl. It's a lot more expensive. I should have really figured, yeah, the Panther isn't worth keeping in the... especially in an aggressive deck. Having both is a bit overkill. So this should hopefully get this. I can see how the line with this deck. This deck's got more evos going for it, so it hits that 7 evos faster. Against Swordcraft, so we'll be boards against board. Okay. Well, I'll put that away. But Cannon into Windflower is pretty good. Shining Valkyrie on turn 4, also really nice. That's a good start for us, because it means they don't have a board up, so let's just hope they don't fucking bonk off Cannon. So they do have at least one card that's a bit annoying here, but otherwise... Damn it, that's the card that was annoying here. Alas. Okay, well, as I said, I'm not gonna hold this area. I want to acquire fairies. Yeah, aggressive advance! It's such a good card! Okay, I think it's Castell bounce just to kind of like deal with as much stuff as possible, really. And then just be more aggressive. It's Swordcraft, they don't have as much healing, I think. I don't think so anyway. Ugh, Avant Lord. That's very annoying. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good though. So rather than Shining Valkyrie here, I want to just get more of these like bounces off. What do I do with this last play point? Do I play the R? I think. And then get another Evo going, Evo and bounce going. Do I evolve this Windflower Tiger? I think yeah. Because I've got Castell in hand, I've got Evo point recovery relatively soon. Okay, this is going a lot better. This is a much better deck list, I think. Yeah, there's the Maximus General. Yeah, I haven't lured into that. It's pretty spicy. Ew. Wideboard not good. I don't have a good answer to the wideboard. Oh, that's a pretty... That is, just as I was saying, suddenly an answer to the wideboard. Okay. Okay. Good stuff all around. Good stuff all around. We've got a bunch of fairies in hand. We've got a Shining Valkyrie in hand. I forgot that's they do have that healing now. And Rally Sword. So next one probably be interesting choice. That's such a spicy card! Ah, God, they just get 10 damage. Rally 15 so easy for them now. Fuck's sake. Okay, I need to get... Oh, but I'll run out of board space if I play the Shining Valkyrie. Okay, that helps me a lot. I am so screwed! Please don't somehow kill me! You've got so many ways to kill me! It just comes fucking Galder or some shit, and I'm like, oh well, can't deal with that. Okay, that's not Galder, that's fine. That is significantly easier to deal with. That is annoying, but I'm not dead. I might still be able to pull this out of my ass somehow. Okay, okay, okay. Fuck my life. Oh, I'm just so fucking dead, aren't I? Because it doesn't matter if I kill Monica, they just get it. Oh, but then they don't have it like on Storm. But they might not have a board. They might not be able to kill me. Ah! Rally is out of fucking control. I swear to God. Yeah, they can so fucking kill me. They just need to manually evolve this Monica and have like any other Storm follower. Like Agile Twin Blader. Oh. I can get Rally 15 so fucking fast now, it's insane. Like how? How are you supposed to deal with a 5/5 double attacker for 4? Storm. It's just, oh, I'm Rally 15, you get to get 10 damage to the face that you can't stop. Bye. Better have wards, motherfucker. Okay, against Portal Craft, so they're probably playing Artifacts. Okay, this is a slightly better. So I'm going to start with Aquifer, I'm going to leave the Fauna Handler for later. Okay, Nobilis as well. So, we want against Portal, we want to kind of like establish an early painful board, which might be a bit tricky against if they drop shit like fucking Kasim early on, which is quite possible. Okay, so it's Artifact. Like, logically, they'd trade with this because they don't want to leave me with a bounce target. Or they can disconnect. Okay, they're going face. And they're doing that mistake where you play a zero-cost card that only serves to give away what you have in hand. Foolishness! Anyway, let's plop a Plumeria down as a threat more than anything. And also just gets that effect active when we need it. Which will be very important when we play Nobilis. Like, it didn't really make much of a difference, but if you got a card that you especially a choice card it might be tempting to go, okay, this is a zero-cost choice card, I should just play this as soon as I can. But you try to avoid doing that because it not only gives away your decisions earlier, which is technically a bad thing, but it also it also puts a... It also locks in the decision early. And like, sometimes it might be obvious, like, oh, if I'm playing Sisterly Bond early, of course I'm going to get Spinaria's artifact. It's like, it just makes sense, right? And that's fair. So I kind of screwed up. I should have played 2 fairies rather than the 2 fauna handlers. They're smart enough to trade the fairy anyway because they don't want to leave it open for when Nobilis hits the board and buffs them all. This isn't a particularly scary Nobilis, but I don't really have any better plays here, so... Yeah. So at least we're gonna get Evos with our Fairy Fun Fact thing, because they're going to probably play Cyclical Fate, yeah. And they're going to want to Deus Ex Machina, just Deus Ex Machina, because my board isn't particularly threatening, so they have no reason not to just fucking drop that Deus Ex right here. So I'll probably like Fairy Fun Fact, Fairy Rain, because... Well, Fairy Fun Fact... No, because I need to... If I don't do that, then... A Fairy Fun Fact... Maybe I just ignore the Deus Ex for now. No, I don't. Dude, because that's my... I forgot that was my fucking, Why did that Evo? I'm very confused. Did I play an Aria? Oh no, because it was very fun. Anyway, I'm gonna do this maneuver. So I want to get that floral breeze, and then... Yeah, so that gets us our second rain as well, because we played 4. And just generally accelerates followers left play count. But then next turn I can use this cannon for card draw. With this floral breeze, and also healing. So there's Retrofaria. Retrofia? Yes, this is it's gonna get a problem. They're gonna start healing up the kind of chip damage we do. Retrofaria into Vermidia doesn't really matter much because Vermidia having Rush doesn't really mean much. Okay. That's fine. So the question is, are they gonna heal to... Yeah, they're gonna evolve to heal more. Vermidia isn't active, so they don't get the buffs yet, which is fine. Ooh, Castel. Do I want to Castel for my... I think I do. I think I want to... No, I think I want a cannon rather, actually. Look at this rain here, so I can rain a fairy. I think I do need to draw cards more than anything. Oh no, she doesn't draw cards, she makes a fairy. Shit. I'm dumb. But, Anyway, let's you. Have I had enough to draw a card? Yes, I have, so I will. Okay, I just need to... I've got Verdant Prayer, so I can evolve this Aria. So I do have the potential for a decent amount of burst damage. It depends how much they can heal this time. They haven't made that many Keen Edges, though. Like, I haven't seen any of the, like, followers that make Keen Edges. They're gonna make a bunch of wards is the problem, though. There's the Keen Edges. Question is, can they get them? So that is kind of a heal because it banishes one of my fairies, so obviously. Less damage there. Interesting that they chose to banish that instead of the damage, the last words of the fairy. Why did you banish that card? Why did he not banish the 4/3 fairy? I guess because you could remove it this way, but this just means you take more damage. Are you just desperately digging for Keen Edges? Oh, they've got something in hand to biofab. Oh, is it a loser? Hmm. Yeah, because they don't want to. They want to keep their resonance up. Okay, okay. Now the question is, can I kill? I think I can. I'd just like to draw cards first. Aha, perfect. Okay. I just need to think about this properly. Nah, fucked it. Fucked it! But I have given them an annoying board to deal with, because if they can't heal before popping this fairy, they die. That is unfortunately healing. Now they have Retroferia out, so I need to pull some damage out of my arse somehow. Yeah, they are understandably healing. If they can't put another artifact on, you know, they'll have another artifact, so they'll have something with ward. Somehow don't have another artifact in hand, because if they don't put a ward on the board, then damn, that's an artifact. Also recovers an Evo point. Annoying. Because that gets ward. Can I pull something out of my ass? Can I get something? Doesn't look like it, no. Fuck! If only I could get rid of, like, I'm so close! I'm so fucking close, because there we have an Evo Storm Fairy that unfortunately cannot punch through this Luluzu. Because if I could just fucking... You know, I have no way of... Ah, so close! I had an Evo point or anything! Or Tamlim! Where was Tamlim when I needed him the most? But I'm not giving up yet, because I might be able to board lock them in a funny way. Actually, no, I've got to my board, they can clear out this arena. Like, my literal only hope is to board lock them. But then they're healing 5 a turn at least. They are board locking. Oh no, I'm just dead. I was like, hang on, their board is huge, I'm just dead. Yeah, Artifact Portal just seems like a bad matchup because of all the key nudges. They can just survive as long enough. But also, yeah, as like, I had so many cards that would have just killed them, and I drew none of them. So one more game of Fairy Forest, I think. Doing this Bloodcraft. So, without any bounce, I'm gonna keep Kistel. I'll keep Aria and Aqua Fairy. That's good, that's a second Aria. So you have one to get us an early fairy and board presence, and another one for a finisher. So I kind of want to just like... A double. So this is Evo Bloodcraft. Interesting. Okay, so I just want to make a nice wide board of fairies. So we do not want to play the Aria Fairy, we just want to play these normal fairies. And hopefully they'll be on the board so they can get buffed by Nobilis. And they are. That is a sad Badab Katha. I did this in the wrong order. I should have traded these two in first to have 2 more fairies to buff up. Whoops! I forgot I couldn't Evo this turn. I'm still gonna do it. Yeah. That was a mistake. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. So I need to play one of these fairies. This is slightly annoying, we don't get this super efficiently, but whatever. Just punch them down real hard. You can play a bunch of fairies next turn. Not the best time. I really would... Yeah, I really should... I feel really bad for misordering that Nobilis play. I could have had 2 more bomb fairies. And I'm gonna overdraw. Like, I don't care too much about that being alive. When I'm this ahead, I can leave a 4-1 on the board. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing Evil Bloodcraft is going to be running any, like, Vengeance enabled nonsense. They do be evoing. But can I... Fuck! Fuck my life! That would have been the one card I fucking needed. Wait, hang on. Arya has Storm herself just on Evo. Yes, this works! She just has Storm on Eva. The rain is a bit overkill, but whatever. Yeah! Sneaky! Yeah, Ari just has Storm innately. Doesn't need any effects, just when she's evoed, she has Storm. Okay, I think that's enough faffing about with Fairy Forest. I want to just mess around with one more. Another one of the, Do I indeed? Yep. As said when they, dropped her, I know I had to have her, and then have exclusively use, her sleeves with Silver's decks, and twin sleeves with, and Silver's sleeves with her decks. That's just how it goes. So I've got one more of these free deck pack tickets. I'm just trying to think of what I want to try, really. What does... Restoration gets me... This is another one that gets me 3 cards, and it's a deck I've already got a bunch of cards for anyway. Vengeance, I'm not entirely sold because I just don't think it's got enough things because just this card is not a good phase. And also she's got that fucking ridiculous fucking nipple claws. Which I know is not that bad, but it does look very silly. I'm not a fan of that kind of horny armor design. I like horny armor, but not but like fucking these fucking nipple claws just always send me right out of it. It's a shame because the rest of the armor is really good. But also, it's just a crap card. It's 6 play points for Vengeance Activator for just 1 turn. Waltz has 6 play points and activates Vengeance for the rest of the fucking match. Why is this only 1 turn? So yeah, I don't think Vengeance Bloodcraft is looking too hot. Someone might pull it out, but I don't think I need to buy this pack anyway. So the other one is Ghost. Is this again? I'm mostly getting cards I already have Lucius, I already have Masquerade. I already have a lot of these other cards. But Ghost might be fun to play. So I think just on terms of efficiency, what does this have again? Yeah, again, cards I already have. But I think because I want to try it, let us get Restoration Havencraft. Because it means it gives me an excuse to play Riamo. So, first things first, what is junk? What is unnecessary? Maybe Altruist. I don't know if he's particularly good. But Divine Wolves is good. We want more Aethers and more Jeans. Give me Okay, so I've burned a lot of vials today, but I haven't like burned any cards. So what do we take out is the question, and what else do we add in? That is the one thing, is Aether does, I suppose Aether stills tutors for Alluvia. We need to put we need to put our 3 Alluvias in. Thing is, Kira doesn't automatically pick up Alluvia if we've got... Maybe I shouldn't have made 3 Aethers. Maybe we only need 2 Aethers just to increase our... I think 2 Aethers. Mace Jester is kind of like just a... So we need to get rid of 3 cards, and I need loot. 3... So what cards do we want? We gotta have 3 Lus. She's pretty important to this deck. And we gotta have 3 of the training halls. 3 of the examination halls. Font of Tranquility is very important. Age of Commandments, very important. Pure Flower Maiden, very important. Kira, probably important. Altruist restores 2 defense to an ally, draw a card. Pure Flame Lady is very important. Prayer Urn is very important. I think take out... what do we... So I think we take out these Avaricious Altruists. I think it's just too not particularly good. And again, I think we take out the Mace Jesters and swap them out for Prayer Urns. It's because they're payoff cards, but don't really pull in the either in the Evo direction or the heal direction, and that's kind of what we want. Because we kind of want the free Evos from stuff like Holy Kitty, Lou, and Divine Wolves, just to like push us into that enough Evos for 8th to... Could we put some of the neutral Evos in? What are the neutral Evo options? Then I think the problem is the neutral Evos options is they kind of like take out the because Alice doesn't heal, Grimnir doesn't heal, Olivia and Sylvia doesn't heal. Yeah, healing Haven with like thing. It's supposed to be like, I have made a big board with Jan, World Walker, and a bunch of just healing nonsense. So... Giant Happy Pig's probably a good... But again, what do we put in instead? I think we take out Verdelia for 2 Giant Happy Pigs. That might seem crazy, but I think it works. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go silly. One of my many sleeve options. Let's just have Riamu with Riamu sleeves. Thank you. I think I'm getting... I need to turn off my AC, it's getting a bit chilly in here. Let's just try this and see how it goes. See if I'm like, oh, I really need Verdelia for those extra heals or whatever. I think it's Bloodcraft. Okay, so I'm gonna keep... No, this is Restoration Havencraft. I need to... Thank you for the hydrate, ready? I need to make sure you have Alluvia in hand. Like, the deck does not function without this card. That's a very rude, No, okay. We're doing... You know, we can do an Agent of Commandments. That's a pain in the ass. Don't really have... This is Evo Blood, then. So I'm gonna do this. It's gonna, like, heal up and also sit up so I have something to... So that it'll give me a buff turn. Ugh, that's annoying. They've got all these wards in the way of my shit. But I should start being... Afterwards, I should be well on my way to, So I may as well bonk that. Because then I get 2 buffs off that, which is why it was good to set up the Agent of Commandments. And then I've got board clear with the Pure Flame lady. Oh! They just hard Evo... Wait, what? Oh, destroy the enemy follower, evolve this follower. Ow, that's just fucking... I forgot Fenrir just does that. Jesus Christ. Okay, okay. That is painful as all hell, but I have... Wait, that doesn't matter. That's just as, and yeah, that is a clear of the board. I'm gonna save the Font of Tranquility so that it's Ow. So that Fenrir was incredibly painful, but we are okay. We're fine. I can play a Font of Tranquility and the Divine Wolves to get the Evas. Which buffs that, actually. However, I do not have any fucking... Ew, that's gross. Here, I've got fucking nothing to play alongside this Jan. I can heal though. Yeah, you third player for third follower lady. I need cheap followers that I don't fucking have. Fuck. I'm just dead. They just have so much aggression. Yeah, I got nothing. I can't survive here. I fucked up. I should have. Aether would have. Yeah, Aether wouldn't have helped me in any way, shape, or form. Ah. I forgot fucking, yeah, Fenrir just gets to be a fucking Albert that blows up one of your shit. That just might just be a good card in Bloodcraft regardless of what deck you're playing. Because that seems nuts! As long as your opponent has something on the board, that's an unconditional 5 Storm. If you're in Vengeance, you get to hit them for 10. And it insta-trades on kill! The fuck is that card? Yep, Catalina was a card that they printed and then it didn't see any play in the game because she was bad. And she was only a silver. They didn't even make a leader for her. You never saw her any decks. Because she was terrible. She was a generic filler silver card. And it sucked immensely. I have nothing in hand that does anything. I love it. I love it so much. Drawing the entire wrong half of my fucking deck. I'll have a lot of amulets in play, I guess. And they're just having a board. They're just allowed to have this huge fucking aggressive board. And I drew nothing but the wrong half of my deck. All these cards, like, nothing happens until turn 4. And then it's probably too late because I'm taking, what, at least 7 damage this turn? I think I might have made this deck a bit too slow. That's 6 damage this turn. That's 8 damage this turn. Can I not die this turn? No. There is literally nothing that stops that. Like, I can kill and trade one thing and then they just ruin my life with literally 500 things they have access to. One more game with this deck. Actually, no. Right, let's see what Havencraft is up to on the old Shadowverse wins, if it has anything. Oh, this is the problem. The fucking previews for Shadowverse Win doesn't work on my deck, so I have to click through the links to check to see what's actually... That's Crystallize. I would like to see Heal Haven or Evo Haven decks, please. Right, here we are. Okay. So this is very much more on the... I see what you're doing, so... Out of here with you. Interesting, this is an interesting addition. Having Dual Shrine in the deck. Just putting amulets into your... Just tutoring amulets. That seems like a weird choice. Why would you have Dual Shine instead of... It's not, the deck isn't running any Crystallize, so you can't activate... No, I don't think... I don't know why this deck is running Dual Shrine. It seems like a bad idea. I don't get it. The Dual Shrine tutors for either Prayer or Examination Hall, because it doesn't run Font of Tranquility, but this is an Evo deck. It's got a bunch of Evo cards in it. So why would it not run? No, I don't get that. Okay, what else is it? Is running? Yeah, it's running 3 cards. It is running 3 Pure Flowers. It's running things. It is not running Divine Wolves, and it is not running Happy Peg. That was probably a bad idea. Instead, it is running the Teacher. So I'm going to take executive decision and say I don't see why the deck would run Dual Shine over Font of Tranquility. It just seems like a worse option and gives you less cards. 3 of those, 3 Pure Thanatos, 3 Prayer, 3 Alluvias, 3 Aethers, and then... Oh, with 3 Metatrons, I need to go back and put Metatrons in the deck. That makes sense. Three Aethers, 3 Jeans, 2 Olivia and Sylvia's. I mean, no, only 2 Aethers. Yeah, that makes sense. Where are you, Metatron? There you are. 3 Metatrons. Okay. Just 1 or 2 matches. I don't think I'll do viewer games today because I want to go back to talking a bit. Because as I said, there's going to be more people online. So it's Haven versus... Oh, fuck, it's a Haven mirror. No, this is going to be awful. Please be playing Crystallized Haven so that at least... So we don't want... Aether... Yeah, okay, so... I'll keep Olivia, but I don't want Pure Fire on our own. This is good. This is a good start. I think it's... Don't know if it's worth, like, playing the Fountain early or waiting until after I've evoed a bunch. Oh, fuck, it's the mirror! This is going to be awful. We're going to wish we had the fucking Wrath. They don't have a turn 2 play though, so at least we get to be aggressive. So might as well be aggressive with the... Maybe I should have played... No, I should have played the Pure Flower Maiden. That would have been a smarter play. So I'm trying to remember what... Yeah, they've got Kyrie in the deck. Interesting. So I'm just trying to think what, Aether actually pulls from the deck. What is our 3 play point cards? I should check the 3 play point cards is, so that only pulls Pure Flame Maiden, so that's not worth playing at all. I'm just gonna play her and pass so that next turn shenanigans can start happening. Because yeah, then I'm going to play Alluvia this turn. I'm going to wait until next turn so they can do shenanigans. But I'm going to get to play my Alluvia next turn. But yeah, Kyrie's an interesting choice. I mean, I guess he's a... so this is more... This is pure... This is more pure Evo. This isn't... This is... So it probably has restoration elements in it, but is otherwise just fucking... Okay, okay. So I kind of have to do this awkwardly just so it says, but it works out because it means I get to draw 2 cards off that. Also... and I'm not leaving an Evo follower on the board. It's like, it would have possibly been an okay idea to attack in, so... Not a great position, so... Pulling an Amethyst line, that's an interesting... What are you doing here? That was odd. Okay. No, I can't really do it that way. So... play Verdilia just as a body more than anything. Evo to get a buff. Lou for the free Evo. Orchids with card draw. And then sensible it is to play the Font Tranquil here. I think it's better to wait a turn, do it after I've played these things. And then, yeah, I don't need to attack because Lou just bonks that. What's your endgame here, friend? Just a big fucking Jean board on turn 7? That makes sense, I guess. They burn some cards. And they're using interesting order. Okay. That's fine. They've had to use a bunch of stuff as Okay, unfortunately I can't do prayer run into... Probably have to do the prayer run off. I want to play that prayer run after so that I can This is awkward. I don't have enough Evos. I haven't had enough Evos for... I want to set up prayer run and then get some card draw. I would really like... I suppose I get a guaranteed I've got another Evo next turn. But that's possibly one turn too late! Is they're gonna want to play their Jean. But they have the stuff to play alongside it, is the question. Garuda is in the deck. Interesting. Garuda and... What is this deck? Eh? Okay. That's a thing you did? Okay. Okay, I need to deal with this board more than anything. And then next turn I get to do Aether nonsense. So Okay, good. Okay. We just make a big, huge fucking board. Okay, you bonk you bonk you. And then the Lu effect eliminates Garuda. Excellent. And we just have a huge fucking board. They Jean us, but our board is too big to be Jeaned. They double Jean us, oh no. That is... But we get to double Jean them. And we have... The problem is their board is immune to damage, which is a bit of a problem, but I don't really have any other option. So, slightly annoying that I have to do this, but we do just have to, unfortunately, trade. But now our board is significantly more durable against their Jeans, because our board is both larger and immune to fucking, Yeah, that does nothing. You can't even clear my board. Metatron doesn't even Evo. Okay! I was kind of hoping that they'd at least not concede so that I could cyclical guidance them to death, which is always funny. But yeah, I think going pure, that's the problem with going pure Evo, is you don't make... having the Evo and the Floof restoration package means your Jan boards are that much scarier. Pure Evo just seems to be a bit overkill. You don't need that many Evos. Because, like, if we look at this, like, we've got so many more. Like, Pure Evo just unlocks you stuff like, card draw off. Card draw off what's her face? Alice in Wonderland Alice. And, damage from Grimnir. But also, Jeanne doesn't like non-Havencraft followers. She only buffs Havencraft followers, so having too many neutrals is actually not that great. And if you're running the Evo package, you have to run a bunch of neutrals. Because if you're running full Evo package, there's a bunch of them are neutrals, because there's Grimnir, there's Alice, there's so much stuff that Jeanne just doesn't benefit and make sticky. Whilst making a Alluvia board damage immune from Jeanne is really fucking scary. And you still get to run a decent amount of like small followers. You run your Luz, you run Agents of Combat of the Commandments, which again has Ambush, so that's really fucking strong. And Pure Flammers, Kira's and Verdilia's. All that stuff, and of course just double aethering it. I think doing the double Jeanne board that they did was possibly just a bit overkill on their part. But yeah. So I am really enjoying the set. I'm glad this is I think that's long enough. I'm getting tired and it's late, so no viewer games today. So I'll probably be doing Shadowverse semi-regular. I don't think I'll have a fixed day for it, but I'll probably do it like once a week at least. Because yeah, this set seems really fun. I like the decks this set is doing. It's doing silly stuff, but silly stuff in a way that I really like. Because like what I hope that it kind of evolves into is that evolve. Is what it kind of got to a point previously was it was silly stuff that you couldn't play around. There weren't there weren't worthwhile tech options really putting it. So, but for example, if this deck becomes a major problem, then like they literally just went, fuck it, we've reprinted Themis for neutral. Everyone can just wrath the board if they put in one of these two and be significantly stronger against the Jeanne board because it circumvents all their shit basically. It just says, nope, you're not immune to destruction, so bye. And again, if there's other decks that make huge boards like Artifact and there's a lot of board-based decks, but they've given a tech option against that. I think, like, they put in a... like, Havencraft has a Wrath in this set, doesn't it? It's another... Havencraft, Rivenbrant... I swear I saw any... Was it the Herbalist here? Well, he was another... What? Oh yeah, Forbidden Altar. So like, here's another tech option. I was like, you could put that in advance. You could play that in an Amulet deck as well, just as a board control thing. Because like 3 play points to blow up all followers 4 turns from now can be pretty spicy. Like, you just set it up, and your opponent has to go, oh no, my super board stake turn has to... Because, like, you play that on 3, that's popping off turn 7. And turn 7 is usually when these huge boards come out. Like, You just play, I play a 3 play point Forbidden Altar, and thusly you can't play Galdo. Or whatever. So there are these options. I think they're getting better at printing tech cards to deal with things. Of course, I don't know if it's good enough. I'm not that much of an expert on the game, as I haven't played it. I don't play it like properly competitively. But yeah, I am fairly positive on this set. Partially because it doesn't have any fucking traits. Or at least not like major traits as a theme, with like the past 3 fucking sets. So that you only make decks built around one entire fucking type of card, and it's just annoying. But anyway, I think that is enough Shadowverse for today. It's enough stream for today. And whilst I'm looking for someone to play, this is the kind of like semi-announcement. It's not like set in stone yet because I have to fiddle with things, but I might be swapping, like, maybe not like completely. Like, I know I've got a goal. I've got the Ko-Fi goal for the fully original model, but basically as I said before, I kind of like feel like I've grown out of this model. I want a more, like, for lack of a better word, mature model, and there's one that I've seen on Booth recently that's really quite good. The only thing is it's not by default a rabbit, but I can fix that. So maybe not tomorrow, but on the Thursday stream, if I can get it working the way I want it to, you might be seeing a new me. And that'd be exciting. Because yeah, like this model is great, and it's like it helped me find out a lot of stuff about myself. But on the other hand, it doesn't really scream 30 plus like tall British person does it. It's not really what I feel like I've grown into, like my identity's my identity. So I think I've just outgrown this model a bit. So I want a bit more of a change. I don't want to have to wait until however months or maybe even a year it takes for me to get this money together for the original model. So like, I know that's always a kind of an awkward thing when there's all the art and stuff, but I'm gonna try and like at least make all the colors and stuff, make it look like the same thing. But I have to see how the art meshes go and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, might be entering a new age of Kuro, except I'll still have all the art of this model pinned all over the place because it's still good, and I still probably will use this model from time to time. And I said I might not make any change. I might have this new model in my hands and then be like, oh no, this doesn't work the way I want it to, which would mean it'll be a waste of money. But it won't be. It's actually like the price it's being sold for is pretty good. Like it's another general use model, so it's very cheap. It's less than, this one's even cheaper than this one even, which makes me kind of like worried, but it seems to be about as good on like the details. But yeah, that will be something exciting to look forward to next stream. And next stream, if I'm trying to remember my own schedule, will be Ultra Kill. Yeah, I'll be playing Ultra Kill because I said, I might do Ultra Kill as, like, because I still want to get through those P ranks that I never got around to getting. And I was like, well, last time I said, I want to play more, I want to do Ultra Kills kind of a guerrilla stream, and then I never do guerrilla streams, so I just fucking scheduled it as part of this week where I'm just kind of like doing a bit of non-committal things. Don't know when I want to go back to Parasite Eve. I might find something else and then come back to Parasite Eve a fair bit later. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, Hoopst is online to raid. There's people I want to raid, but I will have massive spoilers for games I want to play. There's raid. You actually have yeah. This is a raid time, playing Majora's Mask and I like watching. Yes, I shall see you all on Thursday for Ultra Kill. And I might look a bit different. Bye!